I've helped dadpreneurs grow their business by at least 20% in 90 days. And they were able to do that without missing any of their kids' baseball games or without sacrificing their marriage. But here's the truth. They were stuck living two separate lives. They had work you and home you. Their business was booming, but their family was starving for their presence. And every system they tried before felt like more stress, more guilt, and more failure. So in 2020, I handed a small group of these men a battle-tested system built from the trenches of leadership, psychology, and fatherhood. And I told them, you can have both explosive business growth and deep connection at home. Like, it's possible. You wanna know what happened next? Wasn't magic. It was total transformation. Now, I've shared it here and there on social media and with people, but I haven't shared it fully publicly about like how it all came together. So let me show you how it all went down. So in 2020, at the start of COVID, I took a small group of men. They were relatively successful entrepreneurs or professionals who were killing it in their careers or business, but they were failing at home in different areas of their lives. And I gave them access to a system that I had been developing the year before for myself. Now, many of these guys, had the life. They had the nice car, the nice place, the impressive numbers, the revenue, the income, the respect of their peers, but they were missing their kids' baseball game. Their kids were growing apart, and the relationships and the marriages that they had were on autopilot at best. And I'm speaking very kind about that. And they were haunted by this one question that brought them to me. What's the point of all of this success if I'm losing the people that I'm supposedly building this success for? So I took these guys and I handed them the keys to a system that I believed at the time was the most transformative system ever created for men trying to balance their business growth with being present for their relationships and their families. And this was one that I had secretly refined, not just over the last year, but over many years of going through my own challenges, my own trials, my own seemingly endless blood, sweat, and tears. And my promise to them was pretty bold. I told them they could deepen their connections with their children while they were growing their business by 20+% in 90 days. I mean, that was a very bold promise for me. And I told them they could do that without missing a single one of their kids' games, without sacrificing their marriage, without working 80-hour weeks. I mean, all the things that they were doing at the time. And most of them were understandably skeptical. I mean, can you blame them? Wouldn't you be if I were to give you that type of promise? Every work-life balance program they tried before had failed them, right? Like every time management system had just created more stress for them. And every parenting podcast just collected dust on their Spotify accounts. But when they went into this, what happened next even shocked me. And I've been in this space for over 16 years. There's one dad, let's call him Michael for the purpose of this, applied the system for just 10 days. And after dinner on day 10, his 9-year-old son, who had been silently struggling for months, finally came out about being bullied at school. Something that he'd been hiding because he thought his dad was too busy to talk with him about this. And that same week, Michael closed a 6-figure client deal, working from his home office while his kids were at school. And his wife ended up telling him, seemingly out of nowhere, that she felt like she had her husband back for the first time in years. Another dad in this program, James, had been missing dinner with his family for 4 nights a week, for as long as his kids could remember. And within the first month of us implementing this new system for him, he hadn't missed a single family dinner. His revenue went up 25%. And for the first time in his daughter's life, he was the one tucking her in at night, not just on weekends. Now, I wanna be very clear about something. This isn't magic, right? Like this isn't some weird trick or hack that suddenly makes everything perfect and fine in the world. This is not it. This is meant to be a battle-tested framework built on hard-earned wisdom, real behavioral psychology, and strategy around leadership, and also brutal honesty about what it actually takes to be both an exceptional entrepreneur and an extraordinary father. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're living two separate lives? Like there's work you, driven, focused, respected, right? You're the guy who makes things happen, right? Who closes deals, who builds something pretty significant and meaningful in the world. And then there's home you, distracted, exhausted, constantly checking your phone, promising your kids, we'll do that next weekend, we'll do that tomorrow, while knowing your calendar is completely booked. If you're nodding or quietly saying yes right now, I need you to pay very close attention to what I'm about to tell you, because this part's gonna sting a little. That split version of you is slowly killing both lives. It's not just robbing your family of the dad and husband that they deserve. It's actually holding your business back from reaching its full potential. Because here's what nobody talks about. The mental energy that it takes to constantly switch between these two versions of yourself to maintain these separate identities is enormous. It's like having two operating systems running at the same time on your computer, constantly draining your battery, slowing down your processing speed, and crashing at the worst possible moments. You know what I'm talking about. What if instead of living these two separate lives, you could integrate them? Like, what if the same principles that made you completely lethal in business could make you an exceptional father at home? What if fatherhood was actually the secret weapon in entrepreneurship? What if instead of these two worlds fighting against each other, that they could actually fuel each other? That is what this system is all about. And the results I'm seeing are nothing short of extraordinary. Now, I'm opening up this system to two more men who are ready to stop living this divided life, this split, almost a split personality type of lifestyle. But I need to be crystal clear about something. This is not designed for everyone. I actually have 3 non-negotiable requirements, and I am dead serious about each one. First, you must already have a successful business that is consuming too much of your attention. This isn't for startups or for side hustles. Like, your business needs to be already established enough that is creating real demands on your time. Second, you must be willing to admit, like honestly and vulnerably, that your absence has cost your family. If you're still in denial about the impact your work schedule is having on your children and your marriage, like, then I'm not there for you yet. I can't help you yet. And third, you must be really committed to real transformation, not just like surface level quality time tricks. Right? Like, if you're looking for a few hacks to ease your guilt while maintaining the status quo, this is not gonna be for you. Now, if those requirements eliminate you, I can totally respect that. This message isn't for you, and that's totally fine. I have tons of free content that I've built almost 2 decades online that will support you exactly where you are right now. And truly, you're welcome to come back when you're truly ready. But if you're still with me and these requirements are making you feel that like burn in your chest, then I want you to seriously consider what I'm about to offer. I want you to take a moment and think about what your life could look like 90 days from now if you implemented the right system. Like, imagine closing bigger deals than ever before, but like doing it in few hours, more energy and more focus. Imagine your kid's face lighting up when they see you, not just because you're actually home, but because they know that you're truly present. Imagine your wife looking at you with that mix of respect and desire that may have faded over the years of late nights and distracted conversations, but now it's back. And then I want you to imagine the alternative. 90 days of the same nonsense, 90 days of the same divided life, 90 days of missed moments, 90 days of your children growing up without the full presence of their dad, 90 days of your business consuming more and more and more of your soul while returning less and less and less fulfillment. Now, when I put it that way, like, the choice seems obvious, right? But you and I know that it's not that simple. And to be honest, not that easy. You've tried to make changes before. You've made promises to yourself and your family. You've tried reading books and listening to podcasts and taking other programs. And here you are right now, still stuck. That's why I created this system, because willpower isn't enough. Good intentions aren't enough. Generic advice isn't enough. Like, you need a proven system specifically designed for the unique challenges that you are facing as a high-performing entrepreneur who's also a dad, who's also a husband. So here's how this works. I have two spots available for my one-to-one coaching starting next week. And if you want one of those spots, then here's what I want you to do. I need you to reach out to me personally. So you can DM me the word coach on Instagram. I'm at @ThomasEdwardsJr. And when we chat, I'm gonna dig deep. I'm gonna ask you tough questions about your business, about your family, about your current challenges, and I wanna talk about your goals. Like, what do you really want out of this? And I will be totally transparent about whether I think this system can help you and exactly how it would work in your specific situation. There's no obligation, and my promise to you is that you're gonna walk away with at least one actionable insight, whether we decide to work together or not. Now, I should warn you, like, this investment in yourself isn't cheap. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not gonna quote the investment here because, frankly, if price is your first concern, then you're probably not ready for this level of transformation and we're already not a good fit. But I will say this, every single dad who has gone through this program so far says the exact same thing. It was worth 10 times what they paid. Because really, what price would you put on being there for the moments that matter with your kids? What's the price of building a business that serves your life instead of consuming it? What's the price for having a marriage that's thriving, not just surviving? And ultimately, what's the price for creating a legacy that matters beyond your bank account? The Dadpreneurs who have already gone through this system have transformed their lives in ways that they never thought possible. They're not just making more money while working less, although that is a nice perk. They're becoming the dads that their children will remember with love and admiration for the rest of their lives. They're becoming the husbands that their wives fell in love with from the beginning and discovering new depths to those relationships that they never thought were possible. And they're building businesses that finally align with their deepest values, not just their financial goals. So like I said, I have 2 spots available. Based on the response to my other messages about this system, I imagine that they'll go quickly. And I don't know when exactly that you're watching this video. I mean, these spots may already be taken. But if you're ready to stop living a compartmentalized life, if you're ready to integrate your success as an entrepreneur with your success as a dad, if you're ready to build a legacy that truly matters, do me a favor, DM me the word coach on my Instagram and let's see if this is working for you. Here's the reality, the system works. I know it. It's been 6 years. The results are real and the time to act is now, because your business can wait. Your email can wait, your phone can wait, but your children, they're growing up today. Your marriage is either growing or dying today. Your life is happening right now. So make the choice your future self is gonna thank you for. Shoot me a DM and I'll see you in the next video.